be exciting as ever. Trash talking Joe Joyce.
Absolutely.
It's gonna be a very, very explosive fight. You know, I was like,
it's gonna be
my
wicked.
man Zhang can hit.
It's gonna be wicked.
Yeah,
it's gonna be good. Yeah, but you were saying, and some other people were saying it's like I kind of worry for Joe Joyce. Just in not in the ring, even in this fight, he'll be fine, right? It's the damage that he takes that is scary. Because these are heavy, these are big hitters. These are big, powerful punches. And again, using your head as a defense in any era is crazy. And I don't know how long he's gonna. I don't know if it's just gonna be at one point it just says no more. Are you with me?
Yeah. I worry because, I mean, when your best attribute is your chin, that's never ever positive, ever. Yeah. Like it just never is beneficial to be that way.
He's got a good jab. He's got a good jab.
No, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say that he doesn't have any other attributes, but cool. I'm saying these ones, like his chin, is what people talk about when it's a Joe Joyce thing. It's the pressure. He keeps coming forward, and the chin. He's got an engine. Those are the traits. So it's like I look at those things and I'm like, I remember when man used to say that about Carl Froch, because Carl Froch he'd get hit, but the thing about Carl Froch could also he just had another gear where it was like he wasn't a textbook boxer. He was just unorthodox, but it was the Carl Froch way. You wouldn't teach someone to fight like Carl Froch. With Joe Joyce, I don't look at his skills and think there's anything magnificent that happens where I'm like, that's where the magic is. I just you have a unique body as a human.
Yeah,
the head is really heading.
Yeah.
So it's I do worry. I heard he did an interview the other day with IFL and stuff like that, and I just certain things that were sticking out to me with the speech. I felt like there might have been a bit of changing with how he was talking. I was a bit and I saw a couple of comments. A couple of other people saw it as well.
Those things always been slow though. His speech
has been
conversations with him before, and it's okay.
Yeah,
all right. It's the wait. It's the delayed thing when you're talking to me. Like, okay, and you think I know you're listening to me, but I don't know how fast the message is getting to my man. So you're saying, well, this can't be good again.
Even with the best chins, I remember Eubank Jr. in that Stephen Bartlett interview talks about how he has memory games on his phone to try and, just because there's times in conversations it just won't come. Like he won't remember someone's name and it would stick with him all day. That's a man that's also had a great chin prior to the Liam Smith. I mean, it doesn't take away him having a great chin. He got hit with a great shot, but it takes its toll on the mental side of it. So I do worry.
That's a good thing that you bring up, because when you say Eubank, you're gonna say that he's had the granite chin for time. You could say that it looked impenetrable. Like there was times when you say it and you say,
I would have bet we never saw that.
No one's just who's knocking him out like that. Who so even while the knockout was more impressive because of he doesn't go down. That's why it's kind of like it's like the first person that knocks down Franklin is gonna celebrate because he doesn't hit the canvas like that. He doesn't fall, So it's one of those ones where my thing is, I just think, as he's getting up in the ranks, and in this fight with Zhang, I still think Zhang beat Hrgovic in that fight. I think as well. Zhang's got something to do, but he's old as well. The only thing that is not on his side is, bro, if he was younger, in these big fights, he'd be a problem.
We say that, but Joe Joyce is 37. Like he's the closest to 40 out of all these guys, and technically, he's not a he's a contender.
Calling a 37-year-old a prospect or
no, that's not fair. He's a contender, but it's like he's at the age where things start to change and go. So it's like I'm just looking at it now and I'm like, I expect him to come through Zhang, but I saw some Zhang highlights where him clipping out heavyweights. I was like, you're gonna take more punishment. You're gonna take a lot.
That's what I'm talking about. This is gonna hurt him for the next fight, in my opinion. That's what I'm talking about. The reason why we started with the topics that we're saying about, just how he speeches and this, that, and the others, because you can see him taking punishment in this fight, but it takes some toil off you for the important fight. Because now he's really upset that Dubois gets to fight Usyk next.
Yeah, that's so mad. I'd be pissed as well. I ain't gonna lie. What? You mean to tell me I beat you and then beat Parker and you're getting Usyk?
Do you know how mad
he was literally in line for the Usyk fight before.
Bro, they did it on purpose. Them man said, get him out of the way. I promise you. The three of them were standing there. I'll never forget it. Fury, Usyk, Joyce. How was he in another fight with someone dangerous? How was he just out of the, and they had to get him out of the equation quick because he would have been a possible candidate for Fury. That's the easiest fight to make. You got two heavyweights right in front of you. But again, they didn't want it. They didn't want it. I've been saying it for eons, fans. Go on.
Let's look at the mastermind move.
It's perfect.
Man said, all right, cool. I'll hold Usyk in negotiations.
Yeah.
Whilst you go over there and we get you locked in with someone else. And then you fight the winner. How's that sound, Joe? Yeah, no, of course. So then now your thing's announced. Fury and Usyk. Just couldn't get it done.
I can't do anything. I'm stuck.
So now, Joyce, you can't even, because we just announced you with Zing. So now it's like, yeah, bro, Dubois gonna have to run that one. And then Fury might even be in there with Ruiz. What is going on in this game? if I'm one of these heavyweights and Frank Warren is my promoter, yeah. After you look at that move in the light, you gotta say, do you know what? You did a madness to me just there.
Dylanish, fam. It's looking like you've just been Dylan, fam. Because I'm gonna start using that as a. It might have to be because now again, because you turn up, you're pulling up to the fights, you're doing commentary, you're doing all of this, and then only to not getting up, bro. Right now, yeah. As much as we'll pass and joke, yeah. Dylan hasn't got a fight.
Yeah,
Dylan hasn't got a fight. All that frustration, and he knew there was a moment when he thought, "I've been mugged off." I think we could see when he's realizing, I'm out of it. Maybe it was when the speech when he said, "Who do you want to see me fight?" He's like, they're never gonna say my name.
You never shouted me out at all,
bro. Never. You know I'm here. So again, and I feel for Joe Joyce because it's like, mate, how's Dubois walked into a title match
after that last performance,
and you're thinking, to be honest, and let's have it right, they're probably saying to themselves, Joe Joyce versus Usyk, is a tasty fight because Joe's gonna come forward. Joe's gonna try. He's not gonna have a fight like what do you call it? Usyk is brilliant in terms of distance, this, that, and the other. But Joe is gonna have one gear forward, and if Joe's the one to defeat Usyk, it ruins everything. In terms of for Frank Warren, it ruins everything. We know now. I know Frank doesn't believe Dubois is gonna beat Usyk.
Yeah,
I know that. Like, there's a part of me, unless it's a punch from the gods, but I ain't seen the dog in Dubois. Sorry to say it. I know that he's not thinking this is so. Again, you have to protect this. You have to protect it. This guy, they're even protecting the Usyk because it'll be better for Fury to take it, and it's easier. We all make more money if this fight happens somewhere else. So
you know what's mad?
Man, let's sacrifice Dubois, fam.
You know what's mad is that when you look at the boxing side of things, and you say, "Right, like these fighters, they're getting taken as it's just battleships. You guys are just pieces on the table." Yeah, and you look at Dubois and you think, "Bro, he's still a young guy in the game, like a young heavyweight. He's been through the acid test and he failed it against Joe Joyce, right? The quit. He had that fight where the knee or whatever it was that was causing mental issues had man hobbling his way through that fight, and it's like you're gonna go in there with Usyk." The psychological damage that you're going to experience after you lose to Usyk, because it's not going to be a beating that you look at and say, I caught me for a good shot. It's going to be one of those sustained, applied pressure. Look what's like AJ was in there with man twice, yeah? And the effect of that experience is like, yo, I've got to rebuild my whole thing. And that's the unified two-time champ. Bro, Dubois is going to be just blitzed. He's going to be blitzed by 1,000 cuts, fam. It's going to be the worst.
Because he's young and he's already lost, it doesn't matter. Frank, it doesn't matter. Honestly, it doesn't.
No, to Frank, I'm thinking for Dubois in this moment.
It won't matter for Dubois. I still believe that. He's still so young. He's so young.
You know what it is, though?
To make any kind of decisions on his career. He's too young. So
let's go to another sport.
What, go on?
Kwame Brown, Michael Jordan. Yeah? The mental destruction that guy did just by being hard on him. Obviously, it's another sport. It's never going to be the boxing equivalent.
Great.
What that did to him as a young star with bro, first round draft pick going into the league, absolutely fractured him mentally. He just never came back as another guy. There's times where guys take a horrendous beating too early in their career, and it's not the same. Now I look at the Usyk thing, and I'm like, the timing of this is awful for you, bro. You just got beat by Joe Joyce. You had some gimmies. You struggled in the last gimme, and now you're going to go in there with an absolute mastermind technician. What's your belief going to look like after that experience? I don't know.
On that, quickly, because you bring up that, what do you call it, Kwame Brown situation. Then I look at the, let's just look at the Dubois family on a whole, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
It's a fighting family, yeah?
Yep.
In the fighting family, not everyone wants to fight, though. Or not everyone can. You know what I mean? See Caroline?
Oh, she wants it.
Fight. She wants to fight. She's in there. She wants to hurt people. Like, it's clear. Yeah? Mm-hmm. With Dubois, yeah, and it's very early, so I have to be careful with this, but there's a little part of me, that knee, yeah, that, you know, that thing, yeah, it just said, nah, I don't want to fight. You know what I mean? And I've seen man in trouble. We watched it the other day where my man fights the Jared fight, and he's broken, bro. He gets punched bow-legged. Yeah, he goes to the corner, and they're like, he goes, let me get out there one more time, one more round. They're like, big man. They turn to him, bro. All the coaches on the
like,
no.
It's done.
And more times, a lot of fighters, yeah, you saw even Deontay Wilder, like when he was getting hurt by Fury,
climbing back to his feet.
Yeah, the guy, and I don't know if you know. There's the pressure.
David Hay in the Achilles, fam.
David Hay, you saw him. Bro.
The first moment it cracked, he's like, how was that your first response?
Bro, he's dragging his leg across like a zombie, fam. You know what you call it on Time Crisis? Not even Time Crisis. House of the Dead setting.
Walking Dead,
bro. He's dragging his foot and he's going to
launching the big, bro. You know at that moment when Tony Billy comes to touch gloves, like yeah. What?
Even Billy was like, "You're mad." Billy can see him coming towards him and saying, "Are you insane?" There's something about
leaning on the rope for balance and fighting his way, fam. You can't teach that part of the fighter.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the part that I'm saying, because you can be in a fighting family and have pressure. I don't know about their family dynamic. I know nothing about their family, right? But I do know they will fight, right?
There's other fighters coming up as well.
Huh?
I think there's another brother that's coming up.
It's hard. But again, not everyone in the family can be Michael Jackson, fam. Some people are just Tito. Some people will be Tito, fam. And it's not even a disrespect to them, but you just some people need to just do that. And it's okay. But then when you get the pressure, you know, like the Tommy Furies, there's bear fighting families there that there's these guys that you say, you're not in the book of Timothy, fam. You're not you'll never be in this book. And it's only because you happen to drop into the family that they're even telling you this is your route. But it might not be your route, bro.
So I tell you what I worry for him, right? Because I get this sense, right? And if I'm speaking out of turn, then I want to apologize in advance. But I do get the sense that his body is a fighter's body. His mind, I don't know, is a fighter's mind, and just based on the performance and stuff like that. But I feel like there's something else at play with his mental space. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't want to speak out of turn because it's not something I know for sure. But I feel like there are other issues that Dubois might face outside of boxing. So when you look at that in the family scope, you probably look at that and you think, okay, well, what else would you do if this didn't work out?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I think that's a question that he should ask himself. I mean, because you can't play fighting. This is the one sport, it's very exposing. It's a very lonely place. When you see the fighters in the ring, you say, oh, sugar. Like, as you said, you can talk to your coach, but when the rounds start, big man, you on your own. It's you on your own, bro. Yeah. It is. And I'm a spectator, so I get to talk about this thing from my space. But I'm telling you, even with comedy, go and try and play comedy. You can be funny with your friends, yeah. I've seen many people do it. Oh, yeah, I'm funny with my friends, like I'm sick still. Get a mic, go out there.
On your own.
Aye,
you find out
10 seconds. Woo!
It's
that
mad.
10 seconds will feel like you've been there for 4 minutes, fam. And it's only 10 seconds. You're looking at the thing and the promoters or something. Yeah.
And the worst part is, yeah, you could have all your friends could be top tier comedians. They cannot save you. They can't help you. They can't give you the thing. You have to go out there on your own and see if you have it. You see, we're all gonna know at the same time.
You are lonely.
There's no shortcuts in this thing here. That's why for me, it's like sometimes a man will be like, they'll talk up new comedians to me. They'll be like, no, he's calm. And I just watch, I'm just like, yeah, I don't know if this is your thing still.
This is wrong because it's just a spotlight, bro.
Boxing is as lonely, bro, because when you take that punch and you glance back to your corner, they can only do this.
And all it is, yeah. And I ain't gonna lie, because there's some similarities, but in comedy, yeah, all there is a crowd of expectation, fam. They're just waiting, bro. They're there with you to make them do something. Involuntary laughing. That's what they want. They need you.
They can't do it for fake. They can't pretend either. It's so bad. You go out there and it's literally after, because sometimes some comics try to hide it by coming up with a big entrance. Yeah, make some noise, make some. It's like, all right, and then the silence comes. And now, all right. Because if you try to go back to that, make some noise again, oh no, we realize you ain't real. Get him out of here.
Listen. All I'm saying is, Joe Joyce, do your thing, mash your work, try not to get that much damage, man. We want you to come through it safely. You know, we want the big fights for you, man. I feel like you deserve. It's a shame, man. I feel like you're not even gonna get it. Even if I predict, I think he wins. This is what I think happened. Let me just predict the future quickly. I think Joe Joyce wins. I think he's supposed to. The next talk is him fighting Fury, but then AJ Fury negotiations are gonna come out of nowhere. That's not gonna materialize into anything. Joe Joyce is gonna probably end up fighting Dillian White.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. I think they're going to get mucked about. Nothing's going to be on. Still number one contender. Still the main guy for a title shot, and they'll just kind of just phase him out until no one has to see him. I honestly feel that. Or AJ might do it. AJ might say, you know what? Because that's a good opponent for AJ.
I feel like AJ wants him as well. I feel like that fight would be a good one to do. It would be nice to see it.
It'd be a good fight for it, but it's not fair for Joe Joyce. I
want Joyce to get a payday.
I need a title. No, that's a payday. AJ's a payday. But
I want him to get like even Fury or AJ, like get some M's, bro. Like,
yeah,
he's had a full career.
Yo, people, thanks for watching the Undefeated podcast. Make sure you
like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and all that good stuff, man. This is the place to be.